Guys, so we are at the desk today because we are filming something serious. I have like 20 pages, 15 pages of notes and screenshots, so I need to be able to read the screenshots off more thoroughly. I also apologize for the lighting. I'm sitting in front of a window, but the sun is like beating directly on me, so I had to like close my blind halfway through. I tried to start filming this about an hour ago, and my battery said it was charged, and it lied to me. So here we are. So we're just gonna have to deal with the lighting because I want to get this filmed and I don't have any other time and I need to sit in front of the window. It's a whole thing. Just let's move along. So today we're going to be talking about Anastasia at Beverly Hills, and specifically Anastasia, the person who is the brand owner of Anastasia or ABH as you know them. She is Norvina's mother. She kind of became famous as like a celebrity brow person, created her own brand, and we all know ABH. So a couple days ago, she commented on a pro-Putin post, and it's been going around online, and I saw it originally, but I didn't touch on it. But then I saw that there was a pretty in-depth Reddit thread with screenshots and more information, and I saw that no one was really talking about it. And an Instagram page by the name of Trendstopia tagged me in it and was like, influencers need to talk about this, and she like had lots of great information. So I've captured screenshots here from her, from other Instagrammers, and from the Reddit post. I will link the Reddit post down below if it's still up. It's still up while I'm filming this. But I think we need to talk about this because I know that people will say in my comments, why are you making everything political? And to that I say, because I want to and it's my channel. And alternatively, it's your choice if you want to support a brand regardless of politics. That's your free will. But some people want the information out there to know who they're supporting, who they're putting money in the pockets of, and if they can ethically live with that. So that's what I'm going to be covering today. I will put up screenshots as I'm talking, but let's get into it. Before I get started, subscribe to my channel. I upload twice a week. I do commentary and beauty videos and curvy girl style. I will have a Hollister curvy jean haul up later this week that I filmed like last week. Thank you. So let's get into it. So there is an Instagrammer by the name of Dana Just Love. She is a Romanian influencer. She has 460,000 followers. A lot of her posts are in Romanian, so I don't know them. But if you don't know, Anastasia herself is from Romania. I believe she fled to her family fled to the US. So that's kind of her background. So Dana Just Love posted this post of Putin shirtless, looking chill, and Anastasia commented on it. This was her comment. 3 lying, crying, laughing emojis, and a potential white supremacist hand signal. Also could just be like a perfection hand signal, but like in the context of what we're talking about today, we have to mention that this is something related to white supremacy. Cool. Here's also a screenshot just to show proof that it was from Anastasia's official account. No one's ever denied that though, but I just wanted to include it. So this post is clearly problematic. This has gone around on Instagram and also on Reddit. It actually also was recently discovered by someone on the RuPaul's Drag Race subreddit posted about it, because if you don't know, Anastasia Beverly Hills is a sponsor of RuPaul's Drag Race. So there was a Reddit post that went around on their subreddit, but that Reddit post has actually been removed now. It is rumored to have been removed by a DMCA strike from Anastasia, which is like a copyright claim, like their lawyers got involved. It has been confirmed, I believe, that like moderators from the RuPaul's Drag Race subreddit did not remove the post, that it was actual Reddit moderators, like Reddit admin. So it potentially could be that Anastasia's lawyers got involved and got the post removed. The other Reddit thread I'm going to be talking about is from a subreddit called Dumois. I think this subreddit is like a little bit lesser known, although they have 87,000 members. I don't know what, it's just like a gossip based subreddit. So this was actually posted there because apparently Anastasia is the godmother of Sebastian Stan. I'm learning so much this week, but let's move on. That's not important. So Dana Just Love posted this and people were not impressed. So in response to this, an influencer posted on their story being like, what the fuck, this is pro-Putin. ABH replied to her story and said, ABH and Anastasia do not support Putin. We stand firmly with Ukraine, with a little Ukraine flag and a heart emoji. And Anastasia did post on her stories. In 1944, the former Soviet Union took control of Romania. As a result, Romania was a communist country from 1948 to 1989. I grew up in those days. It's a reality I do not wish for anyone. Russia's invasion of Ukraine feels like history repeating itself. It's wrong, it's scary, and it should not happen. I support Ukraine and wish them peace and victory. Keep in mind, these posts were all posted after it went around that Anastasia herself had commented on this pro-Putin post. Then Norvina replied to another Instagrammer. Now these are, I can't verify these screenshots, so I'm gonna say allegedly, but I believe Estee Laundry had posted it, and she's a pretty reputable Instagram account. So in this post, Norvina says, Anastasia doesn't support Putin or this war. She is pro-Ukraine. In fact, she posted about the Blue Heron Foundation yesterday, who are helping to assist the thousands of Ukrainian refugees entering Romania. What you have here is her probably laughing at a meme. Who knows? We'll let her address that, but she has been on the phone since this invasion started with family members in Romania, a former communist country, trying to see what she can do to help donate and to be up to date with what is happening with this war, which is next door to us in Romania. No true Romanian would ever support Putin after what Romania went through. Her support of Ukraine is without question. Lots of typos in there, Norvina, but we'll move along. However, this reasoning doesn't sit well with many people, including me. So first of all, this is not a meme. A picture of a man is not a meme. Now sure, Anastasia herself is older. She is 65 years old, so maybe she doesn't understand what a meme is, but Norvina knows what a meme is. A meme has words. It has some sort of joke to it. This, to me, looks like a pro-Putin post because it shows him just looking chill and like strong, because like he has muscles, I guess that makes him strong, in the face of war, and like looking chill in the face of literally murdering innocent civilians in Ukraine. So like, to me, regardless of intention, that's not a meme, first of all, and like I don't see why you would laugh at it. I'm so sorry about my cat. Secondly, this influencer isn't just some random influencer. Like, it wasn't just someone who posted a picture of Putin and like Anastasia doesn't know that person. This person, Dana Justlove, she posts pro-Putin content all the time. Here is a picture she posted in June of 2021 of Putin and Biden. Someone has translated the caption as well as Anastasia's comment on it. So the caption says, "Atat," which I guess is like haha, maybe. "Who's the boss of the world?" And then Anastasia replies, "The one on the right or the one on the left?" Which, like, why are we joking about Putin being the boss of the world? And then Dana replies, "It can be seen with the naked eye. It's pretty obvious who." And if you look at the picture, Biden's like smiling, looking kind of cheesy, and like Putin, I guess, looks like serious. I don't know. But like, it's very clear that this post is trying to say that like Putin's the leader of the world. Maybe I'm delirious. Oh my God, Tallulah. Maybe I'm delirious, but that seems pretty fucking clear to me. So here are some other posts that have been translated by another Instagrammer. This one here from Dana says, "Did Putin lie? Obviously not." And the link she shares is to a propaganda website that indirectly legitimizes Putin's actions, saying that NATO breached their promise to never expand east. And then another post, which Anastasia liked, says they will ask you to even donate, which is an obvious slap in the face in regards to people asking for donations for Ukraine to help the people who are literally being murdered unjustly, but okay. And again, Anastasia liked this post. Like, how, first of all, a bunch of fucking rich people joking about how dare they ask for donations, just, it reeks of like out of fucking touch. But it's pretty clear that this person is pro-Putin. And on top of that, for further context, Dana was also previously fired from a TV show in 2019 because her posts on Facebook mocked a donation campaign for a children's hospital. She then moved her show to YouTube, but was soon forced to leave as well due to the nature of her content. I believe she's an anti-vaxxer, a COVID denier, just like a real general great person. So like, again, this isn't some random influencer. This is someone who has been shown to be pro-Putin. So then it's very clear that Dana's purpose was not to post a meme. It was to post support of Putin. So this is just proof that like Anastasia follows this person. She posts pro-Putin stuff all the time in Romanian, which Anastasia presumably speaks because she grew up in Romania. So it's just like very clear that like this is not just some random account who happened to post a random meme. This is someone that you know is pro-Putin. Furthermore, there is this idea that, oh, maybe she doesn't really know Dana that well. Maybe it's just like a random person she follows and she doesn't realize who she is. However, that's also been proven to be false because there's a history of Anastasia and Dana not only interacting, but also talking about each other. There's a video clip here of Anastasia where she literally says that she loves Dana's YouTube channel, and so it's very clear to me that like she knows this person, she consumes their content, and whose content you consume does say a lot about you. There's also this post here from 2014 where they were seen at an event together. And then a follow-up post here where Anastasia was seen wearing this girl's clothing to an event in, I believe, I don't think it has a year, but still, like, you can't make the assumption that you don't really know this person when, like, you're wearing their garments, you're seen together with them, you're literally caught on camera saying that you love their YouTube channel and their content when she has been shown to be, like, really problematic. Furthermore, here's a post from Dana where she purchased a book called Viral, The Search for the Origin of COVID-19, which, by the way, is a conspiracy theory book about COVID-19, and look who liked the post, Anastasia. So that's kind of where we are here. I mean, part of me, I always want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Now, Anastasia has not addressed this still, but, you know, part of me is like, maybe she's not pro-Putin. Maybe she really did just post that comment on that picture. But even if she's not pro-Putin and she just laughed at that, I still think that there is a kind of grossness to making these types of jokes about the war. It shows an utter lack of respect and understanding of what the Ukrainian people are going through, and it's just gross. Like, I've seen lots of memes and jokes and stuff going on about the war, and I understand that people use that to cope, but it's also people who are fucking safe in North America making those jokes. But, like, there are people in Ukraine who are dealing with this, and, like, I just think that even if you're not pro-Putin, even if you're pro-Ukraine, you are the face of a fucking brand, and you've said yourself that you have gone through something similar, and so for you to joke about that and comment on a picture of Putin half naked trying to look chill in the face of slaughtering innocent civilians, I think is disgusting, personally. And I think that even if you're not pro-Putin, even if you want to make the argument that she was just laughing at a meme, I still think it's not okay. It's not an acceptable meme to laugh at publicly, especially as the face of a brand, and especially as someone who says they have gone through that before in Romania. Like, how can you not see how what you did was wrong? And the fact that she also hasn't addressed it yet is pretty fucking sus, if you ask me. And of course, based on her liking of that COVID conspiracy theory and her last post, this began to call into question Anastasia's political beliefs. And I know a lot of people like to say, keep politics out of everything. That's fine if that's what you want to do, but I think you also need to understand that there are people that don't believe that social justice issues are political, like me personally, and that there are many Republicans who, I'm so sorry, are hateful and white supremacist and homophobic and transphobic, and that goes beyond politics for me. And that is something that I don't want to support. And so if you don't, that's fine. You can click out of this video and move on with your life. But for people that were concerned, they started looking into her following. She followed a page called Dear Democrats and a page called 406 Republican, which are right-wing conspiracy pages. Anti-masking, anti-vaxxing, all the good stuff, transphobic, homophobic, anti-right to choose, you know, all the like Republican bread and butter. And then also, she was also following Real Marjorie Taylor Greene. If you don't know, Marjorie Taylor Greene is like a QAnon conspiracy theorist. She helped incite the Capitol riots. She has been associated with white supremacists. She is transphobic, homophobic, anti-women's right to choose. She is as Looney Tunes as they fucking come on the right. And so it's just like, again, like I can sometimes be okay with like a middle of the road Republican, but like when you're following the absolute craziest people on the right and supporting them, it calls into question what your political beliefs are. I wouldn't be surprised if Anastasia had supported the Trump campaign. It's feeling real Trumpy over here. So after all of this started coming out, ABH posted a post on Instagram that says, "We stand with Ukraine," with some little hearts. Now I will say, I have to say here, virtue signaling at its finest, because they didn't post this until Anastasia was being called out for pro-Putin content. The war had been going on, and they waited to post it because they were just doing damage control. Nothing says, I support Ukraine like damage control. So people were not having it in the comments. The comment section of ABH in general lately has just been unhinged. I don't buy from brands that support dictators like Putin. Anastasia supports Putin. I'm no longer buying from this brand. Switch to Charlotte Tilbury for all things eyebrow. Maybe try accountability instead of gaslighting your customers. If you really stood with Ukraine, you'd take accountability for your namesake's ignorance. You need to stop funding Putin. Used to be my faves. Bummed I can no longer support the company. Y'all need to do some damage control ASAP, starting with a significant donation to help Ukrainian refugees. Yeah, like where's the money, Anastasia? Where's the money? You support Ukraine, you put your fucking foot in your mouth, now you need to put your money where your mouth is. Such a disappointment to find out you are a supporter of war and Putin. Shame on you. I used to look up to you, but knowing you support a murderer is terrible. Shame. Anastasia is supporting Putin. Please unfollow them and do not buy their products. And again, they didn't post this thing until after all of this had come out, and that's kind of where we are now. It's very clear that Anastasia knew what the purpose of that meme was. It's not a meme. What that fucking picture was. She knows Dana. She knows that she's pro-Putin and continues to support her and follow her and friend her and continue to like her content. She is a Republican. I mean, like, not surprising, but like, it still is annoying. I'm so sorry if you're a Republican, but like, I don't care. I can't get with the Republicans that support Marjorie Taylor Greene of all people. And so that's kind of where we are. I don't believe for a second that Anastasia liked that post by accident or that she commented on that post by accident. And I think that her silence throughout all of this has spoken volumes. If she really was pro-Ukraine, where is her post? Like, yeah, she made a post saying she was pro-Ukraine, but she completely avoided the actual topic of her own comment. Like, you don't get to be like, oh, I'm pro-Ukraine, but like, don't ask me about what I already talked about, that comment I already said. Like, if you actually didn't mean what you commented, then fucking say that. But she hasn't said that. She hasn't made a comment. Norvina hasn't said anything. ABH has just been like ignoring all of the comments, hoping this blows over, and I don't want it to blow over. They should be addressing this. They should be putting their money where their mouth is and donating to Ukraine. I know it will be a virtue signal, but at least the money will go to people who need it. And I 100% believe that Anastasia, again, even if Anastasia commented on that post just because she thought it was funny, it's still unacceptable. Like, again, even if you want to give her every benefit of the doubt that she doesn't support Russia or Putin, I would say, because I don't want to blame the Russian people for what Putin's doing. It's very clear a lot of them don't support him. But even if, like, it's not okay to laugh at that. It's not okay to put Putin on a fucking pedestal because that's what he wants and that's what he thinks of himself. And so it's not funny to be posting pictures of him looking chill in the face of literal war that he started over nothing. ABH has had years of scandals. In 2019, they released so many palettes no one could keep up. In 2020, when Black Lives Matter came out, they were called racist. Glassdoor reviews were highlighted where women were mistreated, where people of color were mistreated. There are small creators. I believe it was a black woman, small creator, that was recommended to Anastasia, I'm pretty sure by Jackie Aina, who was never paid, who was dicked around, who was asked to provide content. and never paid properly. They wouldn't sign a contract for her. Like, there has been scandal after scandal with ABH, and I feel like for the past year, they have been able to skate by scandal free. I mean, their launches have been boring, but they've been able to skate by scandal free, and now here we are again in another scandal. Like, it just feels like, like lately, the reason for their scandals has been Norvina and Anastasia, the owners of the brand. Norvina has caused a lot of problems, and now it's Anastasia's turn to cause a lot of problems. Like, I'm sure the Anastasia team is like panicking, doesn't know what to do right now, but like, you can't just be ignoring these comments and put up an I support Ukraine post and hope everything goes away. I hope they're pressuring Anastasia to say something in behind the scenes, but the fact that she hasn't, it kind of just feels like, for me personally, it's too little too late. It's just been such a snowball of people not wanting to support ABH, of them pumping out too many products, of them mistreating their customers, of Norvina just having a fucking attitude that nobody likes, and of her trying to be an influencer real bad. And then it comes out the Glassdoor reviews and the way they treat small creators and black creators, and people are just like fed up. And then now there's this. It's just another thing to add to the pool of why maybe people don't want to support ABH anymore. And I mean, they had been kind of turning their image around, but I don't think they realize how detrimental this will be to them. And I hope that people see this and know about this. It's very clear by their comments that people are learning about this, but I know that there's lots of people that don't read comments or aren't up on Reddit or social drama and may have missed this. So that's why I wanted to make this video, because like I said, I haven't seen anybody else make a video about it. I will link the Reddit thread down below because it will probably be updated if there's any new information. I will also link Trendstopia down below. She has a post about it, and some of the screenshots from this video were from her. But overall, that's kind of where we are. I know that people are very hit or miss about how they feel about politics and supporting brands and what that means to them, but that's your choice. And I just want to put it out there that, you know, if you are like me and supporting brands is an ethical thing to you, maybe ABH isn't the brand for you. Again, I'm not here to tell you what the fuck to do. I'm just here to give you the knowledge so that you can make your own choices. Personally, I don't know if I would support ABH again after this. Their lack of response has been pathetic, and I just think that it's like so many things, one after another, just shows that there's something wrong with the brand as a whole. And I know there is no perfect brand, but this ain't it for me. I would love to hear what you guys think down below. Had you heard of this before? What do you think? Do you buy Norvina's excuse? And are you kind of like me, where it's like it doesn't really matter why she commented? The comment itself was still insensitive, and the fact that she hasn't given a response is pretty shitty. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!